Well,
it was almost done, and my electric went out for a second.
I hope that doesn't happen again. Okay, well, so we are now live, and so I'm going to get my iPad set up so I can see us. There we go. There it is. I think. Wow, that really put it on a big screen. Okay, let me turn off the volume. All right, now I almost need to get myself another stand because I have to move it every time I do a live. Because I have to use the phone for the live and the iPad for the other stuff. And if I had another one of these stands, then I wouldn't have to like adjust it for every video. So, wow, your shirt looks great.
Well, thank you. Yours does too.
I didn't do an announcement for today, so I don't know if anybody's going to join us, but hopefully they will. We'll give them a second to get in here before we go into a deep dive.
Jennifer, hi.
Let's see. Hey, Jen. Yeah,
wow.
I'm happy that you're able to catch a live too. And we've got Joy here, and then is that like Oregon Dude 1976? Is that what OR stands for? Because I'm also an Oregon dude. Hi, Adam. But is that what that means? Oh, well, I guess it can mean anything, but I'm an OR. Yeah, Coos Bay for sure, totally. So yeah, I'm an Oregon Dude 1975. And I've been to Coos Bay many times, but I'm in Portland. Yep. Okay, so that looks pretty good for mine. I can't really get it any better than that. I need to get you know what I could probably do in the future? I need to find like a milk crate or like a box or something, and I could set my stand on that, which would probably give me, well, it would definitely give me like another 6 feet of elevation so I could have a wider shot. Wanda and Parker Cat. All right, Wanda. I'm never gonna forget your name now. You're making it easy on me. All right, so let's see who else is here. We've got Wooking Good Creations, Michelle, Christy, and Wanda. Okay.
Kelly's
so, oh yes, and today is Scott's birthday, so we should sing him happy birthday at the end. He'll only be able to hear me and Kelly doing the singing, but we can do it in spirit, right? You put the vibes out in the universe, we'll all sing together, and he'll feel the love.
He'll be hearing you singing, maybe. I don't know about me.
Oh, come on. You gotta join in. Okay, so, well, here we go. So these are our shirts from last week's Center Burst live feed. And mine was real simple. I just did Strawberry Skies on this one. I did Dye Under Ice. And then I will tell you that after the first layer of ice melted, I wasn't happy with the saturation. So I added another layer of ice, and then I did a very light sprinkle of dye over ice on this one because I wanted to have saturation. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have done that because it's darkened my project up quite a bit in comparison to what I've seen Scott's Strawberry Skies look like in the past. It has a lot more of the fuchsia tones, but then again, every dye or every jar of dye is different from batch to batch. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like from lot to lot, there can be some variation. So I'm happy with mine. I've been noticing that a lot of us on Facebook, our centers are strange. Mine is too. I don't know why it's misshapen like that. And even Scott's not as bad as mine, but his has a little more of an oval shape just right in the very center too. So I don't know what we did, but remind us what colors you use, Scott.
I Man, I can't remember, to be honest with you. I usually keep a tag, and I put, like, write live on a tape and put it on my hanger, and I didn't have a piece of tape. So
Well,
I can't. I was thinking it was like maybe ultraviolet and strawberry skies, maybe, or something. That's what it kind of looks like.
yeah, or some black cherry, or here's a good thing about it. If you missed the live feed last week where we tied them up, we can go back and look at the video
Yeah.
and see exactly how these were made. So, that's a good thing. I'm going to flip mine over and show the back. Just it looks just like the front. Mine is a Kirkland brand, so from Costco, unisex tee, and they're so soft. Um, they're kind of like a soft style, but they're not. And that also could be factoring into why my dye looks a little bit different too, because no two t-shirt material is the same and they take dye differently. So, you know, but I love the strawberry skies. So, if you're not familiar with the color strawberry skies, it is from Amanda Angel from Happy Cat Tie Dyes, and you can find her over on Facebook. She also has a website, www.happycattiedyes, where you can find her custom made colors. She makes them specifically for ice dyeing because they throw out a lot of amazing splits. So, yeah. I'm I didn't like my shirt at first, but after I ironed it, photographed it, looked at it, and when I'm looking at it here on the screen, I think it looks great. Um I was a little bit, worried about the darkness of the colors, but it's grown on me. And I what I really love about Strawberry Skies is like this sort of jade green color with the magenta and the purple. It's like that is just, well, I mean, I love everything about it, but like this is just fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, I
Love
love it
it,
too.
love it, love it.
I'm
Okay.
not hip on mine.
What?
I don't really like mine too well.
Oh,
I, I was kind of bummed when I took it out of the dryer.
really?
Yes, it's the center, the very center, where it's sitting in the gutter. I'm wondering if I shouldn't rack dye it
Um I've
instead of gutter.
Okay, so instead of doing in the gutter, do it on the rack.
Yeah,
Okay. Uh, you know, that gives us another project to do because we both did ours in the gutter. Next time we can do them on the rack and see if we have, like what would the difference be, if any. So, I
yeah,
think your shirt looks fantastic. It's very uniform. The center of yours, it matches the rest of your pattern. Just the very center of mine, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm not in love with the very center of it, but then everything else that comes out of it, I mean, it's great, and this is a great shirt. And once it's on the body, and you know, for all
yeah.
tie dye, but once it's on the body and it's moving around, you can't fixate on one spot. So, I think it'll be great. I love yours.
Well, thank you.
And
I
I
love your.
and I really do love everybody's. You guys, when you make these, make sure that you tag me and tag Scott, so that way it brings them up in the feed. And so far, from everybody's that I've been seeing, you guys all did an amazing job with your color choices, your pleats, everything. You guys are all getting so much better at tie dyeing. It makes me very happy.
I know. It's crazy. I see so much progression in the group.
Yeah, I do too. It makes me very, very, very happy. And honestly, just within myself, Scott. I mean, since you've been working with me, I'm slowing down and taking time, and I've just over the last couple months even become a better dyer,
Yeah,
because I'm paying more attention. So you are too. Is that what you said?
That
Oh, it broke up a little bit. So I said that I feel like I've become a better dyer, and then it sounded like maybe you said you're feeling like you're becoming a better dyer too. I don't know if that's what you said or not.
yeah, I, I see progression.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I think just sometimes just sitting down and talking through things and bouncing. Oh no, please tell me we're not already starting to break up.
I don't know. It could just be me. I'm not talking in full
Okay.
sentences stuff,
Well, and
so
another thing,
it could be.
Bo had mentioned, because Bo will sometimes turn this on. He's at home. Um, when you're talking and down towards your table, and you've got your hat brim and everything, it muffles you. So when you are talking, you try to be conscious and like raise your chin up. I know it's hard to pleat and talk at the same time, but it'll help your voice carry way up to your microphone way better. We probably should consider getting little microphones that we wear on our t-shirt. I think they're really super affordable. Okay, so it is Scott's birthday. If for those of you that are tuning in late, today is his birthday, and he's graciously going to tie dye live with us and take time out of his birthday day to hang out with us. So I'm very honored. Amanda says, "Put your hat on backwards." That's actually a pretty good idea, Amanda. Okay, now, so what? For those of you that saw the picture in the beginning of the live, if you saw it, I don't know what you guys see. It is a shamrock, and that is not my work. That is the work of Kristen Ryan, and it's spelled Ryon. She's the lovely lady that makes those amazing bracelets. Scott, are you wearing your bracelet? Okay, so the bracelet that Scott's wearing, Kristen Ryan makes those bracelets. She's also a tie dyer. So my inspiration is coming from her tapestry that she did, I believe, last year or the year before. So I took a screenshot of her work just as the inspiration for what I'm going to be working on. And yeah, look at those amazing bracelets. She's so talented. Again, it's Kristen Ryan, and uh, Kristen with a Kristen, and then Ryan is Ryon. You can find her. I don't know. Do you know what her business name is? I don't know her business name. Thank you, Amanda. Do you know her business name, Scott? Creation Chaos. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
So
right
yeah,
there.
I've got that delay, darn it. So yeah, Creation Chaos is where you can find Kristen to buy her tie dye and these bracelets. These bracelets are absolutely incredible. So definitely check that out. So I'm gonna quickly go grab my tapestry while we've been revealing our shirts from last week. I've had my tapestry spinning out. So I'm gonna go grab that. And for those of you that want to tie dye with us today, I'm gonna be working on a tapestry, and Scott's going to be working on a t-shirt, same pattern. And if you have any of those Turkish towels, I think those would also work as a tapestry. So if you want to tie up with us, just grab whatever you have, because we're both going to be doing it. So the crafty Cuban is here. Hello, hello. So I'm going to go grab my tapestry. I'll be right back.
Okay, so the 70, 75, 78 this morning, and I work on a golf course, and my boss going to do any work today because it was winter again, and um, You back, Steph?
Yeah, I'm back. Okay, so um oh, I'm trying to get my shirt hung up and out of the way here. Okay, so for my tapestry, I think it's 56. It's either 56 by 56 or 57 by 57, and I get them from Sunshine Joy, and you can get them directly off their website, or you can just go the easy route and use your Amazon Prime and just have them shipped out. Um, they're maybe like a buck more expensive on Amazon Prime, but they come like the next day versus you know, in a few days from Sunshine Joy. Plus, you have to, in order to get free shipping or something like that, to make it worth it, you got to spend, XYZ amount, and you know how it goes. So, okay, so Scott, are you gonna isolate out the front of your shirt? Like you're gonna center it and then isolate out the front, like
Yeah.
like we did on our hearts?
I've never did this before, so I'm going to be just kind of winging it. I mean, I watched the tutorial,
Yeah,
but I've never done it before. And since you're doing tapestry, it might be a little different.
yeah,
And I might, well, it's not so much different, but I might be a little ahead of you.
sure.
But I'll try to take my time and see if
Well, I
you
mean,
can
just
help me out.
go at your natural pace. You don't have to dumb it down on my sake or anything like that. It's just trying to get these lined up, and which I could do off camera, which maybe in the future I will. So just to save on time. So what I'm doing right now is I've just folded the tapestry directly in half, and I'm just going to work on getting everything lined up and trying to smooth out, some wrinkles. And so my shirt has been, or my tapestry has been soaked in the soda ash bucket. It's been soaking all afternoon because the anticipation of the live. And then I spun it out in my Panda spin dryer until it is now barely damp. How about you? How did you prep your shirt?
This thing. I
Okay.
had it in the ash for probably about a half hour. Um, about I put it in at about 5, and then started spinning it out at 5:30. So, and then let it sit in there until let it sit in my washer until I just went and grabbed it.
Okay. So you don't have the Panda yet. So you just use your washing machine cycle.
Yeah.
And so I've said this before. So you guys that are, don't have the Panda, or maybe new to tie dyeing and have to use your washing machine cycle. A lot of, like, my machine is an old machine. I had to get rid of my front loader fancy machine because it doesn't have enough water for the washout process. So I got a refurbished machine, at the cheapo place. And when it does its rinse out cycle, it spits out little bits of like rinse water, intermittently during that process. So when I use my washing machine to spin it out, I have to cut the water off to the machine just to utilize, because you don't want to introduce water to your soda
Yeah.
ash, because it's going to lower the pH wherever it hits,
Right.
in theory anyways. So if you have a machine
Mine throws it out before. So it throws it out. It spits some water out, and then I have to hit pause and clean that water out with a towel. It's not very much at all. It hardly even gets a towel wet at all.
okay
And clean the water out, and then that's it. It doesn't spit any more out.
okay, so you've got it figured out, like your machine, and you've got it
Yeah.
down to a science. For those of
Yeah.
you that are maybe brand new to tie dyeing, would a little bit of water harm the situation? Maybe not, but if you can avoid introducing plain tap water to your soaked item, because the pH in that tap water is going to be lower than your raised pH from the soda ash. So you do run the risk of potentially having an area that maybe doesn't have the same pH. So if you can avoid the water, just try. And then,
Yeah.
as you get into the tie-dye and you really feel like this is going to be something that you want to keep doing, I highly recommend that you invest in the Panda. The price keeps going up every year. When I bought mine, it was $100. I think they're up to 160 now. So strike while you can, because it will pay for itself. I don't throw any soda ash away. It goes right back into the bucket. And it
See,
has
that's the
paid
thing.
for it.
Mine goes right down the drain.
Yeah.
And
See,
I
so
make at a time. And so it's probably every month. I probably make 3 gallons.
yeah. So I mean, you got to think about the amount. I mean, soda ash is super inexpensive, right? It's not, what is it from Dharma? I think it's like $5 for a pound or something, or maybe it's more, but it's super affordable. But
Yeah.
if you can find a way to make your life easier, because it spins out in the Panda really quick and easy. You put the soda ash right back in your bucket. Bada boom, bada bang.
Yeah.
So if you're going to become a serious tie dyer, it's definitely a tool in the arsenal. Like, that was my first major purchase in tie dye, and I don't regret it at all. It has paid for itself time and time again, just in the amount of soda ash that I save, and just the efficiency. And yeah, so if you
So,
can get one, get one.
Amanda in Oregon, dude, gave you a tip.
Yeah, so I saw Amanda, and that's why I screamed out, "Thank you, Amanda. It's for you. It's your birthday." Oh, and then Adam, thank you very much. Thank you. That's a wonderful birthday gesture for Scott, and I will make sure that he gets his birthday monies. Okay, so I folded it in half, and now and then I folded it from the bottom up to the top, and I wish I had a bigger table. It's really hard to see, but I folded it from the bottom up to the top, and I'm trying to find the center point of this tapestry, because that's where the little shamrocks are going to go. So I'm just folded it from from the bottom to the top, just to get an idea. And on Kristen's pictorial, she marked it out. So I'm just going to do exactly what she did and hopefully get the good results. So I
But can
folded
I?
it over to mark it out. Okay. And I'm going to use my yardstick. And when you mark on your projects, you want to use washable markers, because anything else is, you run the risk of it not coming out when you wash it.
No, I don't need to go sleeve inside a sleeve, do I?
Well, I
Do
mean,
I
it just depends. So when I do a isolated out front, I still center my shirt all the way, because when it comes to then working on the back of it, it's all centered. So for instance, your sleeves will match, your back pattern will match. It's completely up to you. You don't have to. You could just pinch it up and isolate out the front right now, and then just do a scrunch on the rest of your shirt. It's totally up to you. But the way I do it is I center my shirt out like I always do. Because that way, throughout the whole process, everything is the same.
Gotcha. And that's what I'll do.
Because a very good example, the upload that I did just recently, where I did the diamond on the front and the spine on the back,
Yeah.
is a really good example of how I treat the sleeves. You force them and tuck them down inside each other, and then they're nice and uniform. Otherwise, you got a sleeve over here and a sleeve over there, and the shirt isn't symmetrical. So that's just how I do it. Okay, so I feel pretty good that I've got this as close to square as I possibly can. So I've used my yardstick. I don't know if you can see that or not, probably not. So I've shoved my yardstick in there, and I'm kind of reefing on it here and making a nice crisp line. And I'm just going to slide it on out. And then I'm going to unfold that from the top to the bottom that I just did. And I'm going to just try to draw a line on here nice and straight, just to keep my eyes on track, because this is what I saw Kristen do. So I'm just really trying to basically copy what she did and hopefully get some good results. Okay. Oh my gosh. I feel like so I was telling Scott before I hit live, I didn't sleep very well last night, and I feel like I've got sandpaper in my eyeballs because I'm tired, like my eyes are tired. Okay. Now, gosh, I just don't have any room on this table. That's what I'm going to ask Santa for, is a bigger table. Now I'm turning it. I'm going to have that center line in front of me, and now I'm going to start my airplane fold. And Scott will do the same thing when he's ready to isolate out his front. So I'm just going to bring the left corner up to that center line. And as I work, I try to, kind of keep everything smooth and just sort of take my time. I did this last year on a t-shirt, and it did not turn out well at all. The idea is there, but no, I failed on that one big time. The colors were pretty, but it just looks like 4 little green blobs on the center of the shirt. And I just folded it directly in half. I didn't center it. So, I mean, there were a lot of things that I completely did wrong on that shirt. Okay, so I'm feeling a lot of folded fabric up in there that I'm not liking. So I'm going to see if I can use I don't know if you can see that, but it creased it up a lot of fabric. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going to pull out my yardstick here and see if I can have it help me get a nice crisp fold. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, perfect. Scott's well on his way there to getting his folded up like an airplane. Yep, my table is going to cause me problems. Okay. So for the Turkish towels, I received my order yesterday or a couple days ago, whatever, but I put up the video for it, and then I couldn't contact her with information until after I made the video, but I reached out to her and let her know that we are a big community of tie-dyers here, and would you please offer a coupon code for us? And she obliged. So at the Turkish Dowry, and I put it up on my business Facebook, but the coupon code for the Turkish Dowry is all capitals, Belladonna. So I don't know how much of a discount it is, but if you want to get some Turkish towels, I don't know how long that coupon code will be good for. So if you're interested, definitely take advantage, because I doubt she'll keep it, forever. But I thought that was really super nice of her.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So I folded the left side up to the center, and then I folded the right side up to the center. And it's big. This is, I'm not used to working with such a large piece of material. And so, that being said, with the Turkish towels, the plan is that Kelly and I she'll be demonstrating her beautiful work that she's done before on these Turkish towels. Amazing shibori work. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, place your order like right away if you can, and use that coupon code, all capitals, Belladonna, because if you order, let's say today, they should be here in time for next week if you want to work together. I've got to open my door. I'm sweating. Oh. Okay. Now that I've got that airplane fold, and it's not perfect, it's like it's sticking to the table, I'm going to use my yardstick wherever. Oh, it's on the floor now. I'm going to slide my yardstick up underneath, and hopefully this is just going to help me make the transition where down here at the bottom, it's overlapping too much. I'm not happy with that. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's see here. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, now I'm going to slide my yardstick up underneath that center point where the two airplane folds came together. And see if I can roll it up on its side. Hopefully this will work, and pinch all of that fabric together. I'm going to just bring it straight up off the table and right back down. Okay. All right. Now, this is where it gets fun. So I've got, on this side, I've got 1, 2, 3 folds. And then on the other side, I just have 2 folds. I'm going to be working off the side here that has those 3 folds. Okay. Yep. So I've got that delay with Scott. So I'm just looking over to kind of check out and see what he's doing. Let's see. Oh, okay. And then one other thing, because I forgot to do this. Up at the very top of the chat box, there's it looks like 3 lines. One says top chat, one says live chat. You want to go to the live chat, and then it stays in order. So let's see here. Okay. All right. Now, I don't have a stencil for this one. Okay, so now basically what you do is you draw on a half of a heart. That's going to be the shamrock. Let me see. So this is the one that I drew from last year when I did it on a t-shirt. So imagine if you've got, 4 of these, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. But since this is a tapestry, I'm going to make it much larger than this little half a heart. And so when drawing it on, when I was looking at Kristen's tutorial, she came up and around, but she stayed clear of this side over on the left and brought it down, but not all the way down to the point. She left a little bit of space in between. And I want to make sure that I make it large enough, though, to where it has some substance. but not, too big that it just overpowers. Because I don't even know. Maybe that's going to probably be too big. Let's see. Let's see how much. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I make the shamrock in the center, like maybe right in this area, I think that's going to be a pretty large shamrock. I think. I don't know. So, um,
Do you,
so I'm doing it. I've got mine has three. I missed it. I should have been watching how you did it. So you folded the two in and then you picked it straight up off the table, right?
yeah, something like that. Yeah. So on this one there's two, and on this side is 4, 5. So the one that you have less, is that where you're starting your heart?
I'm starting on the one that has more. You have five. Let me see here. If you fold it, you got a center line, fold it up. I wasn't watching
Yeah,
you.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't do these, so
I know, and I
I
wasn't
don't do.
watching. Can you just back it up to the last step? Unfold your very last step. Let me see what you did.
I don't know. I don't. I hate to undo it.
Well, I know, but if you don't put it on the right side, you run the risk of it not having a heart in the center. So,
I'll just undo it.
well, I mean, hold on. I got a piece of paper.
That's okay. I just undid it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to undo the whole thing. Just undo the very last step, that last fold that you
Uh,
did. Did you just undo the whole thing?
so, oh, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, uh, fold fold from the bottom to the center, from the top to the center, or whichever way you want to start first.
Okay.
I've got that. I have the darn delay. So, yep. Okay. So, exactly. You do that, and then you do from the bottom to the center. Okay. And then just pick it straight up off the table. And this might be exactly what you just did. And so your center line there, just get your ruler up underneath there, pick it straight up, and flop it back down on the table. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That looks different this time. It doesn't. I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems a little bit bigger this time, like wider. Okay. And then from what I can see from where you is okay, so your left hand. How many pleats do you have against your left hand? Is that your multiple?
3.
Okay, and then on the other one you
Yeah.
have two.
2. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you want to. I feel pretty sure you want to pleat against that one that has the three pleats. So I don't know how you got five pleats last time because I wasn't watching. But
Well, because I'm going to have 5 again. Because here's 4, and then
well,
when I
you're not.
flip it over, I'm going to have 5.
Well, you're not going to. No more no more airplane folding. You're done with your airplane folds.
Oh, I.
No.
That's it.
Yeah. No. That's it. You're done. Don't do that. So go back. You're making a four
Okay.
quadrant. You're making a shamrock, right? So it's only going to be four quadrants. If you keep folding and folding,
Okay.
you're going to have.
Oh,
We're
oh
making.
yeah.
See, we're making a four
Oh
leaf
yeah. Okay.
clover. So you're
Right. I
done.
got you.
Okay. So
Okay. So I have One with
if
3
Kristen,
and one with 2.
if yeah, stop there. If Kristen, okay, Kristen, you are here. That's awesome. Okay, so great. She's here. She can advise. She says to do the heart on the 3 folds side. So
Do the heart.
yeah.
What?
So look
Do
at
the heart
mine.
fold.
Look at how
Yeah.
I have mine in front of me. Okay, so this side on my right side is the side that has the 3 pleats, and this other side is the one that has the 2 pleats. You want to draw your heart on. You can't see it? Oh shit. Did it go black? Huh?
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm on the
I,
same
I,
side as
I
you.
thought you said
I've two.
I thought you said I can't see. Like I thought, oh no, it's gone black again.
Oh,
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So on the one that has the 3 sides is where you draw your half a heart. Now this is where I have no idea. Kristen, does my heart look like it's going to be too big, or is that what I want it to do? And should it have a steep? I don't even know. I mean, that's a really big heart. Let's see. It'll work on the 2 fold side too, just will be placed differently when opened up. Okay, well that's good to know. So I guess it doesn't really matter which side.
okay.
So I mean that makes me feel better. Now, Kristen, let me ask you this. Okay, if you can see on mine, so here's my center point, and that's probably maybe close to an inch. Should I have it coming closer to the center point? Like I'll draw it on again with a different color because I'm new to this, and mine last year did not go quite as well. But like, should I be closer down to the like that, like closer down? Okay, so yeah, closer. So okay, I'm so glad that you're here. This is going to be so helpful. If I have a chance of making this, this is going to be it. Okay, so what Kristen is saying is to bring, you don't want to come all the way down to the center point like we would on like just a 1 heart t-shirt. You want to leave a little bit of a gap. So because imagine when you've got your shamrocks, you've got just a little bit of space in between each leaf where color is going to be, so a little bit here, a little bit of space. So that being said, I'm going to try to match this up here. And it's just, just drawn on a heart, which that doesn't look like a very good heart at all. Okay. Well, maybe that's a little too high. Let's grab another color pen. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see.
Oh no, this happened.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go.
Huh. I don't know. I might
Okay.
have to do spiral. This isn't going to work.
It's not working.
Yeah, I can't make a pleat around this little tiny thing. There's no way.
Yeah, I know. I had a really hard time last year with a t-shirt just
There's no way.
because it was really small.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Well, hey, you gave it a valiant effort. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you can tie up anything you want, whatever makes you
Well,
happy.
I'll
Do
see if I can't get it backwards.
I'm looking for my clips. Do whatever pattern is it's your birthday, so you make whatever pattern makes you feel the happiest. Do another glitch. People are loving the glitch.
I'll try
Okay.
to do that.
Now, this is the unfun part because this fabric is thick. So I'm gonna try to pleat all 4 of these and keep it in a nice straight line. So I'm working off the orange line that I created. And I'm making my pleats. I don't know if I should be making them tall or short or what, but I'm trying. Because tapestry material is, thicker than t-shirt material, but it's bigger material, so it's not as like you're not trying to make this little tiny heart on a t-shirt. I've got more space to maneuver. And then just do the best you can. Again, I'm trying to follow that orange line that I just drew on. Hearts overall are a pretty easy pattern to do, but I would say that they're kind of an intermediate pattern because going around the bend is not necessarily the easiest, like coming around that hard part. And you got to try to get it somewhat accurate or else you lose your shape. But it's definitely not as hard as, like some other patterns. Like a side fan fold to me is much more labor intensive than it is to make a heart.
Well, you got yours. Yeah, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, it's your birthday. Make
Well,
what you like to make a glitch, right? I mean, you like
you
making those,
know,
don't you? Huh? Well, you can also hang up. I mean, if you're in a funk and don't feel like tie dyeing, I understand. You don't have to. You can hang up, and I will just continue on. I don't want you to, but I get it. Sometimes the planets just don't align like at all. I'm having a hell of a time here at the like the starting of the curve. That's always the hardest part, is that the beginning part of the curve. Okay. Ugh. And this tapestry material, it's not as bad as like some of the canvas bags, but it's definitely not soft, pliable t-shirt material at all.
anybody has ever did this on a t-shirt, kudos to you, because I have no clue how you did it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can watch the tutorial I made last year. It was a disaster. It was a dumpster fire. Okay, now I'm gonna secure mine with sinew. If you don't have sinew, you could use rubber bands. You just want to kind of tie them off tight. Um, well, don't do it. If it's making you just how about just do another beautiful regular heart. The ladies love those regular hearts. Or like I said, just back out of it and do another glitch. People love the glitch right now. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to watch you tie up a glitch and see how you do it.
I'll I'll do I'll do the little variation that I do.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's all about community. We're just hanging out, having fun, and if you're not having fun, then we're not. I
Believe
mean,
me,
but if
it's
you're
not
not
that.
having fun, then we're not having fun. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I know. I mean, everybody in here is tie dyers, right? And we all know, like, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And that's why I say have fun. Have fun tie dyeing. It's because you really have to have fun tie dyeing, or else it doesn't turn out. I can almost guarantee with 100% certainty, when I make a project and I'm not enjoying myself, it does not turn out. So, oh boy. So I'm left-handed and I'm ambidextrous, and so I had to turn it around because I was having a hard time working my sinew, and I'm gonna have to back off and start again on my sinew because it has shifted completely. So, I mean, this will be interesting. I don't know that I'm having much better luck than you are, Scott. So, so what'd you do for your birthday today?
I worked on a couple shirts and went out to dinner with my mom and Kelly, and that's about it, to be honest. Took a little nap.
That sounds, sounds it sounds pretty fun. I mean, the reality is we're getting older, and birthdays just aren't, as like rip roaring fun like they were when we were in our teens and 20s,
Yeah.
having a quiet night, there's something to be said for that too. I'm burning up. That sun is roasting me. Okay. Well, at least you were able to get out of the house. And where'd my tail go? Oh, there it is.
Yep. Able to get out a little bit.
So I'm wrapping my sinew around 3 times. I'm going to hold down, I'm going to smash my hand down on the fabric and hold it flat. I can feel the sinew beginning to slip. I can also see it slipping, and it's gripping. Not quite as tight as I'd like it to. Okay. I'm going to do it again. Wrap it around 3 more times. I'm going to press down hard into the table and just pull on it as hard as I can. Whew. Sweating. I'm happy to see the sunshine, but it's beating through that window down on the side of me here, and I'm stressing out a little bit about this fold because it's not. Like, I don't like the fact that my line is way over here, but I'm just gonna go with it. I don't want to have to try to retie it again. Oh boy! Whew. Pull that sinew. Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. So, what are you doing? Explain your glitch there.
I
I didn't see.
started. I started at a diagonal instead of going straight up.
Hmm.
So I'll start going sideways now and then finish diagonal again. But you start diagonal.
Okay. That's
I've done it one time, and it turned out pretty cool. So
yeah.
we'll
That's
try it.
that's different than how we've done it in the past. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out. Okay, now for the back part of the tapestry, now you could scrunch your tapestry. You can pleat the tapestry. You can do whatever you want on the back portion of the tapestry. I already got some pleats going on here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pleat the rest of the tapestry up. Like we do. Just try to anyways, all the way. I don't Kristen, are you still in here? Let's see. Uh, let's see. It'll work on the two full side. Just I do mine a bit wider, like a fatter top with a deeper tip. Closer, in between your two marks. Go out wider than your top half. Okay, so Kristen, I was wondering when you did yours on so now with the rest of it, did you just do like long pleats, like how I'm kind of doing it right now, or did you switch directions and pleat it this way, like like pleat it like this? I don't know if that makes any sense because like it could shift, shift directions. I don't want to take away from the shamrock in the center, but I mean, I could, do another shape over here, but I'm not going to. I almost feel like I should have made my shamrock like twice the size because look at all this fabric I have. Oh, hey, it's a learning curve, you guys. So whatever happens here, you will know when it comes time to make yours what you should or shouldn't do. Like, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Okay, same as I'm doing it. Okay. That type of a thing. And I will as well. I will learn as I go for the next one because I already know what I did wrong on a t-shirt. Well, I don't really know what I did wrong. It just didn't turn out. Uh, it was just 4 little green blobs on a purple shirt. Okay. See, look at how quickly Scott is whipping through that new glitch there that he's doing. You guys paying attention to how he's folding it?
It's different for sure.
Oy. Okay. I'm really second guessing my shamrock looks so small in comparison to this tapestry. I'm not happy with it. How did I manage to knot that in 2 seconds without even doing anything? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going back here. Teresa's gonna do a glitch. Let's see. Do mine a bit wider, like a fatter top with a deeper tip. Like when you say a deeper tip, are you talking about like the bottom tip or the tip of the heart? Like in here, wider. It's really hard when discussing the hearts. It's like the tip is down here at the tip, but then there's also the tip in the center, which I kind of call like the V part of the heart. Let's see. I'm going to flip it over just because there's so much confusion on that side. I'm going to draw it coming in from a different direction here and see if I can. I've got all this tapestry. Why have such a tiny little shamrock? Why not have a big shamrock? I don't know. That almost looks ridiculous. I've never done a stitch design, Amanda. Um, I don't have any I don't have any of the thimble or anything like that, to protect your hand or your fingers. They don't look necessarily super hard like to do other than just, like time consuming. But I think, some of those intricate patterns with the stitching, like that one that Mr. Tiedye did, the Pink Floyd one. I mean, that, like, how cool is that? Okay, I'm just gonna pleat this up real quick. I feel better now that it's a bigger shamrock. It just makes more sense on such a large tapestry. Scott will be able to make 2 glitches by the time I get to where I'm even remotely.
No.
All right, so you're quiet. I know you're in a funk. So
no, I'm good.
so when you did your, so you started at the diagonal instead of how we've been starting. You start at the diagonal, and I'm not watching because I'm so like wrapped up in trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Yeah. So you do the diagonal first, and then do you switch it and go horizontal next, or do you do something different?
I went diagonal from left to right, from the bottom left to the top right, and then after that I went from the right to the left, sideways like you do normal glitch, and
Like
then finish the same way. So the difference was I started with a horizontal, or I started with a diagonal instead of
the horizontal. But yeah, it's the same 3 steps. Like
it's the 3 steps, yeah.
Just backwards, or
right. So whenever I take the shirt gets done, everything will be all the sinew lines will be in a diagonal. It looks a little different. I might even have one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've shown me this like the end results, like on the new style. I don't know. Like I don't know if I've like said, "Whoa, wow, that looks different," or I don't remember.
It's
Oy vey, you guys, like, what a Kristen, your pictorial made it look so easy. Ah. Okay.
Give it just a second, but you'll see the difference in this glitch. It's a little bit different where it's sitting at a horizontal. But I didn't get the best saturation on this shirt.
That's really pretty. Yeah, okay, so like the little glitchy lines. So like, for instance, up around the left shoulder, the glitchy lines, I can see it. They look like they're going in a different direction.
Yeah.
The die placement still looks like it's on a diagonal, but
it is.
Like the glitchy lines on my dress that I can see that's hanging over there, like the points of the glitch are facing down, like a different direction.
Right.
Yeah, no, that looks super cool. Yeah. I love the colors on that one too. That's really pretty. Is that blue violet?
I can't remember what that was. It looks to me like it was Loden and maybe Stormy Sky, but I can't remember. But I need to do a better job of keeping track of my colors.
Keeping notes.
Yeah. Like I said, I usually use masking tape, but I must have slacked on.
Well, I mean it's all right. You're making it to sell it, but yeah. For instance, if you wanted to recreate it, for like a down the road, you have a little notebook there near you, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm lucky in the sense that I make these videos, so I can go back and see exactly what I did, like how I folded it. Where did I go right? Where did I go wrong?
Right. Yeah.
So I say, for those of you out there, document. Just when you do your project, just grab out your phone, snap a picture of your dyes on the table or whatever, and then you can just help you remember your placement, or the colors you chose, or because there's nothing worse than making a masterpiece and going, whoa, how did I do that?
Yeah.
What the heck? All right. Okay, well, I think that's as good as I'm going to be able to get that part. Okay, moving on. I made a nice thick sinew line, but I don't know, it didn't grab on itself very well. Concerning me. I think I'm going to have a lot of leakage, like underneath the sinew. A lot of the dye is going to travel, but that's okay. It'll still be beautiful. Okay. Now I'm just going to pleat the rest up and just try to be efficient, make some pleats. I'm going to at least, if nothing else, temporarily secure it by using rubber bands. I don't know if I want to do sinew to interrupt the dye flows or what. I'm not sure how I want to go about it. But for now, just while working on it, I mean, typically when I do these, I do just rubber bands on the back end to allow for the color to flow. Okay. Yeah, I feel better about it already. It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry to put you guys through it to have to watch me start over, but I wasn't happy with it on the first run, and these aren't cheap. They're $15, which it's not the end of the world, but I don't want to be wasteful.
Yeah.
And just to try to save on time, make an entire project that I don't feel comfortable with. So I do apologize for backing out, but you guys are tie-dyers. You understand. You got to go with your gut. Like, your instincts are telling you something's not right, fix it. Now, these pleats are getting super duper tall, like really, 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 really tall. So what I could do is I could break it down into making secondary pleats, which will, everywhere that I do that, it'll like branch out like a feather. Or I could turn the work, like you guys saw me do, like the side kaleidoscope, but I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll just make tall pleats. Ugh. I just don't like, I mean, they're like 4 inches tall, which I'm worried about saturation. Let's see here. Well, what do you think about maybe making, since I'm so far behind you, doing like a twofer to throw up underneath there?
We'll make a two for throw up underneath there.
We
Heck
haven't,
yeah.
huh?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think we've seen you do a twofer yet.
I'll do one.
I'm
Heck yeah.
obsessed. I'm obsessed with making the twofers. They're
Now,
turning out so
didn't you do
cool.
the other day that wasn't a spiral?
Yeah, I did. I've done two. I'm calling them like sinew ones. Like I did on the brown glitch. I did a sinew wrap. That was the first one I did differently, where I just tied some sinew lines on it. And then scrunched in between the sinew lines, and I love it. I love it, love it. And then the second one that I did, but it aired first because it came off of our live feed. It was the purple one. Kind of reminds me of like the aurora borealis colors, purples and greens. I love that pattern. Super quick and easy to make. Kind of like tying up a geode, but not. The hell is going on here? I've turned it on its side, trying to help the pleats lay down a little bit easier than trying to pleat them standing up. Usually that works out really well for me, but back these rubber bands up a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it's something a little different than a spiral. So, it gives a little more interest than just a plain old spiral. Doing it that way, the sinew wraps. I've never tried like a double fan fold underneath it, or I don't even know. It probably would work out just fine. Having
Yeah.
a full on, double fan fold down in the muck. Probably be pretty cool. All right. So now there's my pleats, and they're just so freaking tall, you guys. Part of me feels like maybe I should kaleidoscope it on this back half and just see what the heck happens. Like it'll go like Shamrock, uh, bursts, and then off to the side here, it'll switch directions and just be cut like waves, like I did on that t-shirt, which turned out pretty cool. But then part of me says, no, don't risk it on a tapestry because it's expensive. It's not a t-shirt. Hate wasting money. Okay, well, I can fiddle with it, and I'm just going to end up making it worse than it was. So I need to stop. Okay. Ooh, I am roasting. Is anybody out there tying up one of these with me and has been done for the last half an hour going, come on, hurry up? Yeah, because I mean, look at, I'm going to measure that. Those are really, really tall. Yeah, 3.5 inches tall. So there's not a lot of, coolness going on in this back half. But I guess with the right colors, it'll look cool. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to do any strange kaleidoscoping on it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm gonna fix this pleat, though. That one doesn't really make sense. Okay. All right. So what now? Are you working on your twofer?
Yeah.
Are you going to glitch it, or what kind of design are you going to do?
No, I don't know. I was
A double fan fold?
but yeah, I mean, I should have plenty of muck because of my I use a lot of ice on my I use a lot of ice on my glitches, so I
Oh,
should have
yeah.
plenty in.
I think you'll
Um,
totally have plenty of muck. Because well, okay.
or
So,
actually, I thought of a centered scrunch.
um,
What do you think?
a center scrunch, like a
Center
like
it.
a center burst, or just all scrunch, or like a center burst and then scrunch. Yeah, that would be really cool. I think I haven't seen you do one of those, and I have not. I personally haven't made a twofer like that, so it'd be something nobody's seen before. So I think that would be really cool. Now, one question though, we're getting ahead, but when it comes time to do the like the dyeing of it, are you going to put it in the gutter, or are you going to rack dye it and let it drip down? Because when I did
I'm gonna
my twofer underneath the brown and turquoise glitch that I made, I just had it underneath the gutter, and then I just let the dye go off each end of the gutter. Like I didn't, you know what I mean?
I started rack dyeing my glitches, and I feel like I like it. I like the looks of it better than being in the gutter.
Okay.
So that's how I've started doing my glitches.
What I miss? It looks like a shamrock.
Yeah, I gave up.
I don't blame him. I'm about ready to throw this thing across the room myself. I'm having a really hard time just getting these end pleats because they're so huge.
I've tried 3 of those, and they've all 3 been a fail.
I don't know how you made the turn. That if anybody's done that on a T-shirt, kudos to you because I don't think you did it.
Yeah.
But you did it.
No, I agree. Like seriously, because I tried and mine did not turn out. I mean, you know what it is, but like I wouldn't try to sell that shirt. I mean, that's definitely a Goodwill freebie type shirt. It's like pajamas. It's you know the kind of shirt that you just wear to bed.
Sorry, I missed the whole jam. I was in the middle of a tech nightmare.
Oh yeah,
I got her phone, so she was hooking me up.
Yeah,
getting it all ready.
Tell us all about it. What's going on?
Oh, it's just our power went out because it's an iPhone to an iPhone, which is typically pretty simple, and our power went out right in the middle of the transfer, and then that kind of jacked everything up. And then Scott had 30 gigs of music on his old phone, and
I had 7,000 pictures on
Jeez.
my phone. I deleted 1,044 today.
So the one I got now was a cheapo because I bought it outright. We're not under a contract with anybody, and so we went from 128 gig phone. So the one I got him was a 64. So I had to delete. Like it wouldn't even finish the transfer. Couldn't. There wasn't enough room. So it was a nightmare. So let's just say I won't be getting a job at the Genius Bar anytime soon.
No, I mean I hear you. Well, yeah, to have your power crash and have to start over. I mean that would be tremendously annoying. Like throw it across the room, stomp on it a couple of times. Annoying. 7,000 pictures of what?
Tie-dye, cats, soccer, Ellie,
cats. Did you just hear him, you guys? He has 7,000 pictures of cats. That's so cute.
We weren't obsessed with cats or anything, I promise.
We'd be like, oh, grab our phone and take it.
How cute.
I like cats too. Well, I'm glad you got through it. And I hope that it, solves some of the situation so that you can get your phone back.
I know. It's like, isn't it ridiculous that I have like anxiety because I don't have my phone? Is that not the dumbest thing you've ever heard?
No, I get it.
Like that.
I can't, you guys, I can't get this to pleat. I can't, no matter what I do, I can't get it to pleat. No, I 100% understand. Xfinity is going to be coming through here on the 20th to make, not like neighborhood upgrades, like to the whole system. And I'm going to be without internet for an amount of time. And I'm having anxiety and it hasn't even happened yet. So no, I get it. Even if I'm not using it, it's just the idea that I can't go to my phone if I wanted to. So no, yeah, I get it. I
wouldn't be doing with it right now if I had it in my hand. But the fact that I can't.
Well, yeah, no, there's a million things you need to look up, and no, I get it. I don't know how we grew up without it. I mean, now we're addicted. Yeah, I'm about ready to give up on this myself. Like I can't.
So I have a funny story that will tell you how big of a brat I am. I was probably 5 or 6, and I'm not going to give my age, but when I was 5 or 6, you had a phone that was like on the wall that you had to get from the phone company. You didn't just go to like Walmart because there wasn't such a thing.
Yeah.
So my mom was talking to my aunt on the telephone, and I couldn't get her attention. And I took a pair of scissors and cut the phone cord.
Uh-oh.
So, needless, I got her attention.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
So, yeah, I had to go to the phone company to get like another phone cord.
And you were
So,
5?
was, like 5 or 6. I was a
Yeah.
brat. Yeah.
You little naughty
Still a brat,
head.
but
Naughty,
I was
naughty.
the little sister, so I got away with all the things.
Yeah, I was the oldest, so I had to, they were strict on me, right? And then it just kind of, by the time the 5th one came around, they were like, "Go raise yourself. Who cares?"
Yeah, they were strict on my sister, who's 5 years older than me. And then by the time they had me, because they were a little bit older, they were just like, "Yep, go ahead, cut the phone cord."
It doesn't matter. No, I remember we had in our kitchen, it was on the kitchen wall, and the cord was, the coiled up cord, and it was super extra long, so you could like walk all the way around like the kitchen and the living room, but you were tethered to a wall. Like you know, you're not going anywhere. And then cordless phones came out, the precursor to the cell phone, right? Okay. Keep talking. I have to walk away because I'm about to scream.
Yeah, the only way I can have.
I cannot get those. I cannot get those pleats to line up to save my life.
Turn it into that.
I gotta just walk away for a minute. My back is starting to hurt, and I want to start saying all the choice cuss words right now.
Go ahead. No,
I have no idea why on earth. Like it's simple. Just lay down pleat. But it won't. Like I'll make one pleat and then the next one will pop up and nothing will lay flat. Ugh, frustrating. This better turn out good or else I'm going to be really, really mad at it.
I hear you.
So I missed it. Is that like a tapestry or something?
Yeah, this is a tapestry. So it's it's that heavier cotton. It's like canvas. But you see it's like no matter what I do, I can't get it to line up and lay flat at all. And it's ridiculous. It's not this difficult.
Well, I tried one on a Turkish towel. I'll put it up here. I know it'll take you a minute to see it. This is how it turned out. You can't see any kind of clover out of that whatsoever.
Oh, good. I would love to see yours.
Well, it's like a green blob with some blobs coming off of it.
That's exactly how my t-shirt turned out. It was a green, 4 little green blobs in the center and then purple all around it. Oh yeah, that's exactly how my t-shirt turned out. Exactly. Actually, yours looks more like Shamrock's than mine does.
I mean, you could kind of see it, but if you didn't know what I was going, you have no idea.
Yeah, that's exactly how mine turned out. It's still pretty though. It's still beautiful dyed fabric to me. Anyways, I see beauty in that. Like imagine that hanging like over the oven handle there, just for a pop of color in the kitchen.
Oh, I'll totally use it. It just didn't, it was the first thing I tried it on. So then I tried it on something else, and I think that might have went in the trash. I don't remember. Yeah, I've had some fails with the old. I was wanting to make one for my friend, like on something, but I don't really want to do it on a T-shirt. And I tried a couple things and was like, yeah, this isn't my apparently.
They're hard on a T-shirt because it's such a small space to work with, and then it's quadrupled, so getting the fabric to lay down, I mean, you know what I mean, like to pleat it quadrupled on a tiny little space. I mean, if I'm having this much trouble on a huge piece of airplane, yeah, on a tiny little thing, forget about it. Oh my god, you guys, I am so sorry. I don't even know. Like it's gonna I have a feeling that it's gonna look like SHIT, you guys. Because these pleats are so huge. I mean, they're just gigantic flaps of fabric. There's not gonna be any definition in them or anything. And that is concerning me. But I'm just gonna go for it. Maybe hopefully it'll turn out a little bit and it'll still be somewhat pretty, and it can just be used like for a picnic blanket or something. I don't know. I mean, logic tells me I need to break this down into smaller pleats, but I can't do it. I cannot. Gosh, I'm not happy. I'm very unhappy with this. I'm so unhappy. I'm going to do something I never do, and I'm going to kill my rubber bands. I never waste rubber bands. I'm a terrible rubber band waster. I got to go a different direction with this. I can't do it. It's making me so angry that I can't even see straight. So I'm gonna do like just a little bit coming off of the Shamrock, some pleats, and then I'm gonna switch the direction of it and just pleat it flat. And I think I should be able to do that like really quickly. So I'm gonna open this up.
Next week will be super easy.
Thank baby Jesus, because I don't ever want to do a tapestry again. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm shifting directions, and I'm just going to accordion fold it. I'm going to try anyways. I've done this on other tapestries, and it goes pretty well. So I don't know. Let's hope. Let's pray. I just want to be done with it. And, I should have been doing this like a month ago. What do we got? 2 days or 3 days, and it's going to be St. Patrick's Day. So if anybody ever wanted to make this, we're a little late. Okay, so much better. Now I have no idea what that's going to look like, but
Yeah.
I'm much happier with that. And then if I wanted to, I could sinew wrap that off and it would make other patterns, but I don't want to do that because I'm hoping that the Shamrock pattern will stand out on this one versus like flower petals all around. I mean, I guess I could make flower petals, but okay. Now, because I've changed direction on this, the pleats are normal height. They're an inch and a half tall. I'm going to have a lot better saturation than I would on those giant, 5-inch flaps of fabric that are just blowing out in the wind. I was just thinking to myself, like if I did a squiggly line, how that would look maybe. I don't know. I got to stop messing with it. All right, go ahead and add your dye. You don't have to wait on me.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what colors I want to use.
Try something new that you're not haven't used.
I want to try. You said you like the way kiwi splits, right?
Kiwi. Here, I got it right here. Kiwi. Kiwi doesn't split a whole heck of a lot, but Kiwi has some like nice like electric green, and then it has some like hot pinks and some I don't know what you'd call that, like beige. So Kiwi's a fun little color. I don't know. Can you see it? Has it shown up yet?
Yeah, here it comes now. Oh, I see the pink in it.
Yeah. So like right here is it's like beige, like taupe beige, and then some of that hot pink. I don't know. It's fun. It's like lime pop. It's just a fun sort of neon. It's like the dark areas are like kiwi skin, like the brownish kind of color. I don't think it's a heavy splitter though, really. Like, but I think it's a fun color to play with for sure. I don't know, like purples and greens. I mean, since it were well, I'm doing like St. Patrick's style. Do something with some greens. I'm just curious. I don't know if I can make a squiggly line, but I'm just curious if I can. Why not? Try it and see. And then I won't be doing a tapestry again anytime soon. This is ruined my experience for enjoyment of a tapestry, and it has nothing to do with anything other than operator error today. I don't know what it is. Try to just do a little squiggle line or something, just to add a little something going on. I don't even know if it'll show up. I didn't make it a very pronounced squiggle line, but we'll just see. Okay, now let me find one of my miscellaneous rubber bands here. I still have to decide what colors I want to do on mine. Kristen says new emerald green for the Shamrock, and I agree. I think that'll be pretty. I think that's what I used on my Shamrock last year. New emerald green is just such a really pretty color. Let's see here if I can fold that down a little bit. I'm gonna scrunch it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just not enjoying working with this canvas today. Like the last times I've made tapestries, it just kind of worked out and fell into place. I think the sunshine coming in is burning my brain up. Like I have the ladies out there in the universe know exactly what I'm about to say, but I'm having boob sweat, you guys. Like my boobs are dripping sweat right now, and so that is the most uncomfortable, hot, gross feeling. Sorry, guys. I mean, I know that's disgusting and way too much information, but like that's how like uncomfortably hot I feel right now.
Shove a couple paper towels up underneath them.
Yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like where you move and it drips all the way into your belly button. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay. But I'm sure the guys know too. They get the opposite of what we get, right?
We get it.
Okay.
I haven't.
Oh, never again until next year. This is not happening again until next year. Okay. Next time you guys just tell me, like, out there, just write the comment, say, like, stop, Stephanie, stop. Give yourself a break. Don't pleat anymore. Give up. Quit fighting it. I'm much happier with this now. Okay, now you could use kite string, you could use rubber bands, you can use whatever you want to secure it. Just to, make it nice and snug. I'm not happy with how loose these rubber bands are. Let's see if this one feels tighter. Nope. So I'm just going to quickly tie this up with some string. This is my, I think it's nylon string. Maybe it's polyester, but I think it's nylon. I'm just going to quickly wrap this up because my rubber bands are not tight enough. I don't want to create tight sinew lines. So I'm not going to use sinew, but my rubber bands are like too big. So I'm just going to quickly bind this up while Scott adds his dye. And it looks like he's doing some nice, like real nice diagonal dye placement. So when I did that, when I did the earth tone glitch that I just recently did, for those of you that saw it, I don't know if you noticed, but I really made my dye placement super steep. Like really made a pronounced diagonal line. And I think for me, I had a much better saturation than I did on my first two. So, how many of you guys have made your glitches out there? And are you happy with them?
I still haven't even tried one.
Oh, I think you'll really like it. I actually enjoy making the glitch. It just, I don't know, it feels new and refreshing and exciting. And once I made two, and then I had the third one turn out pretty well, I enjoyed it. Like, had the third one not looked nice, I probably would have like never made another one because I had some saturation issues with. Well, the first one I didn't use sinew, so there was no glitchy look to it, and then the second one, which is beautiful, but it had quite a bit of white in it. It was quite undersaturated. And then the third one still had a little bit of saturation issues, but I just love the colors and they're fun, Kelly. Definitely try it. And what I like about them too is it's like the more weird your color combo, the better.
I just have Scott make them for me.
Well, you also have that. Like if I want tie dye, I've got to make it myself. I don't have the luxury of having somebody hook me up.
Yeah, I tagged one of the first dresses that he did. I saw it first when he did my size. I snatched it up, and then he made a custom for somebody, and it had a hole in it. So I snatched that one, and I don't care. I just sewed the hole. I'm not going to sell that, but
Sure,
I'll keep it.
No, that's exactly what I do. I keep the rejects. Things that don't go the way that I expected, or there's a hole, or what if it can't be sold, then they're a keeper. Other than the shirts that people have sent me, like you guys have sent me, and all of my stuff is rejects. So I go walking around going, yeah, I'm Belladonna Dyes, and look at my tie dye. Look at the reject I'm wearing. I made this.
Well, Scott will make his own, and then we'll be out somewhere, and someone will be like, "Oh, did you make that?" And he's like, "No."
Oh,
He
because
never wears.
he doesn't wear his own work. Yeah.
Oh, it's other stuff people have sent him, or he's traded, or
Yeah. I mean, that's how most of mine are too. Like they've been gifted to me or my rejects, and I have a Cricut machine, and I need to open it up and like put my Belladonna dyes on it, just to so when I'm walking around, people are like, "Oh, Belladonna, like what's this Belladonna dyes?" Like I'm a walking billboard.
yeah.
So okay.
The crickets they're pretty fun once you get it figured out.
Yeah, I've never opened the box. Bo gave it to me for my birthday like 3 years ago, and it's just sitting up on the shelf because I'm terrified if I open it up. Oh boy, here we go. Here's another thing I'm gonna be, spending way too much time doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for mine, I'm going to be rack dyeing this, and I need to pick up my string. So, don't know if I'm gonna incline it. I think I'm just gonna rack dye it, not necessarily incline it. Let's see if I have a rack. Nope, not big enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and grab a rack. I'm pretty sure my neighbors grow marijuana. I've got the door open, and that's all I can smell is marijuana. It's legal here in Oregon, so. Okay, so I'm just gathering my supplies here. I'm going to put it inside of my large under the bed tote, which I could. I don't know. I'm just afraid that if I incline it, I'm going to get a lot of green and the other colors. But if I don't, there won't be many flows, right? So.
I'm not. You're hitting my.
Oh,
Let's see if I do it like that. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. So I'm going to take some empty dye jars. I'm going to place them underneath my rack. I don't want a steep incline, just a slight incline. And then I'm going to need to build myself some type of an ice barrier. And my silicone cake molds for this particular project are just too shallow. That's only going to leave me like maybe a half inch of space. So I'm going to have to create something out of cardboard, or not cardboard, but tinfoil or cardboard if you have it. But I'm also thinking if I turn my shamrock into the center, and if I stripe out the dye, I could have like new emerald green, maybe some bright green, and stripe this out to where the green can come down. I think I'm going to try that and see what happens. I mean, at this point, the thing's kind of a disaster in the making right now. So, like, heck, why not? Why not? Let's just try to go for it and see what the heck happens. So, I'm going to put a rubber band around this just to help hold it together. And then when I stripe out my dye, I'll do like the new emerald green, and then maybe I'll just try to do like a little bit of a brighter green right in the center, like lime pop or something.
Mint green. If you have it, it looks really good with new emerald.
Ooh, I do have mint green. Yeah, it's like Dharma special order dye mint green. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my foil paper. I'll be right back.
Okay, so anybody have any questions about anything? What's anybody saying? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just doing my own thing over here. Stephanie does all the talking. But by the way, I ended up using Tiedye, Aster from ProChem and ProChem. So all the colors I used tonight were from ProChem. Tiedye, Aster, and nickel. So 3 colors that are opposite of each
And what's your favorite birthday present?
I think probably going out to dinner with Kelly and mom. That was fun.
Oh, see how nice he is.
So I'm gonna grab some more.
God's getting mine. Everybody plug your ears.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I don't want it on a super steep incline. Okay. So while he's doing that, I'm just creating myself an ice barrier out of foil. I like to use the restaurant quality brand that you can get at Costco. It's like the more heavy duty. It doesn't feel as flimsy as what you can get at the dollar store. But if all you can get is from the dollar store, that obviously works too. Just get what you, oh darn it, use what you can get your hands on. Let's see. This is the one thing about ice dyeing that I do not enjoy. I do not enjoy the process of building ice barriers. It's the least fun of getting things prepared, but it's a necessary step. So for the rest of it, I should be able to use the silicone cake molds because that portion is shallow. So I'll just come around and diver this. So using the clothespins helps secure it the way I need it to be. Okay. Let's see, maybe I'll put it on the inside like that. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Okay. So I like these little plastic clothespins better than the wooden ones. I feel like the wooden ones sort of like absorb the dye, where these plastic ones, I'm able to rinse them off and they come clean every time. But just use what you have. And this does not need to be that tall. So I'm just going to fold it down a little bit and clip this together so it stays together. All right, that's not too bad. Okay. Now the inspiration that Kristen did, she did greens and purples, and I think you guys know I love greens and purples, so I think I'm just going to do the same thing. Can't go wrong with purple. So, okay. Oh. Let's see. All right, guys, just give me 1 second here. I'm just grabbing my dye. There it is. I'm terrible about putting my stuff away. Oh, look, like all the colors are just already right here. Power berry, new emerald green, lime pop, plum. Oh, this is from the other live that we did. I'm not going to use Stormageddon. Nope. I'm not going to use wasabi, but I'll use those. And then Kelly, you think mint green for the glowing center? I'll try that.
That's what I did. I went new emerald to mint green to wasabi to purple. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll try that. I mean, I like the mint green. The mint green is a really soft kind of. Well, my experience, it was almost like a kind of like a light blue green. Like how, I don't know if that's. I'm not explaining it correctly, but it was just a really soft, pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna put some gloves on. Uh-oh, why is this coming undone? Oh, I drug my hair or whatever across it and it made it come undone, dang it. Pinch it to the rack somehow. Oh, please. No more. No more. I need another clothespin. So let's see, is anybody still here? Oh my God, you guys are like troopers. Like, seriously, I figured everybody would have hung up by now. You guys are awesome.
They're all waiting to see you lose.
Seriously, like you guys are awesome. Okay, so I am gonna do some. Oh, my hands are sweaty. I can't get my gloves on. I am gonna do some Palomino gold on this also, just because I like it as an accent color. So we'll do. Oh, come on, glove. We'll do the greens for the Shamrock, then the Palomino gold to represent the coins, like at the jackpot at the end of the rainbow. Just a matter of where did I put it? Let's see. Palomino gold.
Everybody wants to see my shirt. They're asking.
Oh, it's sick. You better let me clean this table off first, though, okay?
Let's see. Do some deep purple. I always love deep purple. I wonder if Magenta Galactica would be cool or if that'd be too obtruse. Let's see. Or obtuse. Where? Wow. Yeah, Amanda, you're right. I should have my dye all planned out before I do this, because when it comes down to finding my stuff, I have no idea where it is. I have Palomino gold coming out of my ears and I can't find it. So maybe I'll have to do, instead of Palomino gold, do amber waves, because I have Palomino gold, but it is somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's on my table. It's already out. Okay. So.
Okay. Now you're ready.
All right, everybody. Here it is.
What happened? What were we, everybody? What happened?
They wanted to see my shirt that I had on.
Oh, got it.
And it was a present from Cody, and I'm obsessed with it. And so I'm putting it up there so everybody can see.
Ooh. That's
real. And it's like, it almost looks like a doily in a way.
Yeah, it's a really nothing I would have ever bought myself, but now that I've seen it and worn it, I'm totally in love with it.
It's all speckly. What are the speckles?
that's holes. It's like
I'll hold it up.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a crocheted design. So it has holes all. I had to, I have to wear I had a thermal on underneath of it today.
Yeah, no, that's like where do you find like something with holes in it? Like that's like super cool. I've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah, it's almost like it's
Oh
macrame.
yeah.
Probably is.
Okay, now once you hold it up, I can see it. Yeah, that's super cool. It's like it's like a fashion top, instead of you know what I mean? Instead of it just being like pajamas that we run around in all the time, it's like an actual like fashion top.
Yeah.
Venus is the name on the tag.
Made in Bangladesh.
No, that's super super pretty. Oh, that was super nice and cool of him to do that and trade with you.
He's the sweetest. I'm putting it back on because it's chilly down here.
So I've missed all the action because I've been running around. Did you put a twofer up underneath there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went ahead and did a centered scrunch. I centered my shirt and then scrunched it and put it underneath, so it can soak up all the goodness.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, like that's what I love about it. Nothing goes to waste. Any dye that you drop down in there, or like I'm not prepared, and I mean, I might after we hang up spiral something up real quick and throw it down in there, but I'm going to be dropping dye down in the bottom of this tote, and it's just going to be going to waste. So I love making the twofers. I feel very like rewarded afterwards, like I didn't waste anything. I love that feeling. All right, so right up against the where's my spoons? So when I did my dye here on the Shamrock part, I didn't bring the dye all the way to the sinew because I know that it's going to creep a little bit. I don't want to make it so close to the sinew that it overpowers like the Palomino gold that I'm going to put right here. So I'm just going to put a little Palomino gold. I'm going to go a little bit heavy. I did not mean to just drop it on the sinew like that. Oh well. And I'm hoping this is going to create kind of like a drop type shadow. This thing's probably going to turn out to be like the ugliest thing I've ever made. Well, no, that's not true. That shirt we just made was terrible, but Declan likes it, and that's all that matters to me. Right, Teresa? I think I haven't watched the video. I hear there's a video of Declan getting his shirt, so I have to check that out on his little YouTube channel he's got going on. Okay, so now I'm going to do green. So I'm going to do, I'm going to put Power Berry right next to the Palomino Gold, and I'm just going to stripe it out. And we'll see what the heck happens here on this body part of it. So the gold and the green and the purple, hopefully this will be a dark enough purple to where if any of the brown starts to show, it's not going to be a big deal because it's dark. And I'm not afraid of brown. You guys know that. Like, I don't mind it. So let's see. To make stripes, I almost feel like maybe I should do Power Berry. Just stripe it out. We'll just go for it and see what happens. I'm going to try, though. Nope. I just really freaked myself out. I shouldn't have done that. Because when this green, I need to put something in between there. Because when this green starts to melt down, it's going to get weird. So I'm going to scoot this over. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Well, This is going to be an interesting project. Put green. I'm going to go heavy to try to hide all that purple I just put right there. Darn it.
There's been so many times, though, where I've been doing something and I'm like, this is going to be the most hideous thing I've ever seen. And then it's not. So,
Oh, I hope so. But I mean, you know what? It's a learning experience. This is my very first time doing this. I mean, obviously, that's why I'm struggling the way that I am. You know, and I will learn from it. I will know for next time what to do, what not to do. If I ever want to try to even do it again, you know, stuff like that. Okay, now I've cleared that green. Now I'm going to just do it like a repeating pattern in purples. Okay, so that was what that was Power Berry. Now I'm going to do, I think I'll do plum or deep purple because Power Berry's dark. Plum is kind of dark. Should I do something fun and go like Magenta Galactica just to like spice it up, or maybe like do a blue? Anybody got any opinion on what'll look pretty next to the Imperial Purple? I mean the Power Berry. Well, I think I'll go with plum. We'll just try it, see what happens. I kind of want to put some orange on this thing, like some marigold or something. I think that might look kind of cool. Like, why not? Like, why not just like really go crazy and wreck it even more? See what happens. Okay. Well, I sure do appreciate you guys hanging out with me on Scott's birthday. And Scott, you know, taking time out of your birthday day to hang out and do some tie dye and hang out with all of us. And
Heck, man. I love it.
I wish both of us would have been having better experience with our dyeing today.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It totally is. Now I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to repeat right here, and I think I'm going to put bring back some new emerald green right next to that plum that I just did. Instead of doing blue, I'm just going to do some green, repeat it down a little bit, and then maybe put a stripe of some blah 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 mint green. Put a little stripe of that here. I'll do some mint green. So the mint green is a special order dye, and it comes from Dharma Trading Company. They're special order dyes, and where I get it is in the Tie-Dye Supplies Marketplace on Facebook, and I do have a link down below in the description box. And I'm getting it from Kathy Greger. She's fully stocked and supplied, and she can get you any color you want in a small quantity so that you don't have to order the 5 pounds of dye. Because, like, 5 pounds for me, when you have as many colors, is just way too much dye. I would never get through 5 pounds in a timely fashion. I mean, maybe with like plum, you know, a color that I use constantly, but no way. 5 pounds of dye would take me for forever. So Tie-Dye Supplies Marketplace, you can find it down in the description box. Okay, now, I forgot to put it on my Shamrock. So here, I'll put it, mix them in right there, or just layer it up because I forgot.
yeah, I just had to order some from her.
What did you order from her?
Mousse, of course.
Oh yeah, mousse. Yeah, for sure. No, mousse is a fun one. I know you love the moose. I love bracken. Have you tried bracken yet?
Yeah, I ordered, see, I got all the zombie colors when they did that. And
Yeah.
Bracken was one. I think Stormageddon was one of them.
Bracken,
Moose.
Stormageddon, Moose, Rust Orange, which I don't know. I don't really get the Rust Orange, but I guess for pumpkins, right? Pumpkins, so Rust Orange. There was 6 of them. Oh, vintage red.
Yeah.
And Misty. It was like Misty Pink or Dusty Pink or something like that. Oh, Misty Rose. Yeah, Misty Rose.
Dusty Rose.
Or Dusty Rose. Beautiful color. Like nothing zombie about it. But I don't know what they, maybe like for like zombie flesh or something, like I don't know. Because I think it's a really beautiful color. Like pretty, not scary Halloween at all. Just beautiful. Okay.
See, I got a pound of each of those, and Moose was the only one we were low on. So
yeah, being able to go to the tie-dye supplies marketplace and get smaller quantities of dye is such a resource. I wouldn't have all the colors like I do if it wasn't for that resource, because there's be no way I could afford buying 5 pounds of every single special order dye. No way.
And Kathy's so fast and easy to work with, and
totally.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I mean, it's been such an amazing resource. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my ice, and then off camera, once we hang up, you guys, I might throw something down there just because there's so much dye down in there. But let's go. Let me go grab my ice and let's see what we see. I'll be right back. I'm just right over here. Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
That's okay. And there was a woman that fell in your part of your church. How is she doing? You posted some stuff. Ever? If they ever put a handrail up, fell off. She fell off that little walkway, broke herself.
Okay. So.
That's good. Yeah, fix that.
Woo! I can see that mint green a little bit right here, and it's a really pretty, like the new emerald is the more green, and then the mint has got that pretty like little light tinge of turquoise. So pretty.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I sneezed, and it's like I can't contain it at all.
No, you're fine. Sneeze away. I thought like you fell down or something. All I heard was like, I got my loud ice, and then I just heard a sound, and then, oh, I'm sorry. And I thought, oh. Man down.
No, my eyes will be straight up.
Okay. So now for me, I'm going to take this in the house where it's nice and warm, 70 degrees or higher. And I'm going to come back after the ice melts, and I'm going to check it. More often than not, I have to add a second layer of ice because there will still be quite a bit of undissolved dye and necessarily like not good saturation on the back. So, but I check the back afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. And then when it comes time for the reveal, I will explain like what ended up happening from behind the scenes. But there's a lot of really pretty colors down there. So I'm gonna like I said, more than likely I'm going to throw a spiral or something down there just to take advantage. I know I've been having a lot of comments where people are saying like, you can put more than one thing down there. Well, yeah, I mean, sure I can, but also you guys think about it, like I don't sell a lot of my stuff, so making like 5 spirals to be down here, like what am I going to do with all of them? I can only make one video per one project. So but yeah, if you guys are selling your stuff like all the time, definitely on this big long tote, put 2 or 3 projects down there and really utilize all that melting muck water and stuff. So, which I might for this one because it's not on a gutter. All that dye is going to be dripping directly down, and it's already getting beautiful. Yeah, mint green is really pretty. Thank you for the suggestion, Kelly. I love that. All right, you guys. Oh, really? Well, okay. Well, thank you, Scott, and then thank you, Kelly, for saying it out loud. You were reading his mind. Um, well, hey, you guys, before we go, I would like to sing happy birthday to Scott before we hang up. So I know that he cannot hear you, but collectively, let's all sing together and we'll put it into the universe and the vibes will be there and he'll feel it in his sleep or something. All right. So
you have to sing like Marilyn Monroe did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh my singing voice is already terrible enough without trying to do all that. Okay, so come on. You can sing to yourself too. So, okay, here we go. Is everybody ready to sing happy birthday to Scott? All right. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scott. Happy birthday to you and many more. Woo! All right,
I'm
guys.
15.
15 today.
Yeah.
So is that
15.
your birthday backwards?
That's my birthday backwards.
Well, let's
So I
see.
did.
So I'm 74. No, I don't like that number. Uh, I'll stick with the number that I have. No, I still feel like I'm 17 in my mind, but my body says otherwise, right?
Oh,
Woo! Okay, so look at what Kelly's showing. Look at how gorgeous that is. That's what we're going to be working on next week, Kelly. Something like that.
Well, the smaller ones. This is my first big set. So I stacked them and did 2. So this was my first run of the bigger ones.
Oh
So
yeah,
the,
I can
I
see
don't.
your hand on it. Yeah, I mean your hand is so tiny in
Yeah,
comparison.
80 by something. I don't know.
yeah, they're a tapestry pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
I'm super happy with the way it turned out. That looks really beautiful. I'm excited. I haven't done one of these before, so I'm I'm really looking forward to trying it out and I got my order just a couple days ago and so like I've got all these new things and the ones that you sent me to do, so I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to try it out." Look at how pretty that is. It's like a like kind of like a flower in the center. Or I mean, like like flower like oval petals. It's so pretty. And I love the color.
What color?
You don't have to stack them, but
Oh, so you
that's
did
just
those
an
at the
easy one.
same time, like one on top of the other, like that?
Yep, I,
Oh,
yep, I put 2 of them together, did the fold, and then did the dye. So it's like, yeah, just like put them together, just like it's one piece. I folded
Okay.
them the same way.
Yeah, I'm down for trying that because I think a matching set is a good idea because people can use them as a matching set. So I like
Yes,
that
and
idea.
small ones, that's how I typically do them too. So that's what I was planning on doing next week,
Oh
is
yeah,
doing two,
I'm
but
excited.
small, the big ones, because these things are crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
these things you can't. They're too big to do on, a
Yeah.
live. They're just,
No, I agree. I do agree with you to do the smaller ones. And if you guys missed it, I did the unboxing of these Turkish towels yesterday. So when we're done here, go watch that video because I put the sizes up on screen. So if you want to place your order, it'll help you decide what to get. And then just in case you weren't here in the beginning, the link for the Turkish dowry is in that tutorial, and there is a coupon code right now for you guys, and the coupon code is all caps Belladonna. So I'm not 100% certain what the amount is. I don't know if it's 5%, 10%, 2%. I have no idea. So if one of you figures out what the coupon code is, would you please let me know? I don't know if it's going to last very long, you guys. So if you want to get in on getting these Turkish towels, strike while the iron's hot and take advantage of that coupon code. Now look at that. Oh, I'm getting
Kelly.
so excited. Like that is so pretty. I love
yeah,
that.
that's another big one. I just did one. It's just a one, not a set. Um, the one thing I don't like about this one, which for some reason it did not do it on my double stack, was okay. This is the bottom or top or whatever you want to call it that
Yes,
you can see,
soak it. Yeah.
which is lighter, and then if you move it,
Well, yeah, it's like a gradient. It goes from darker to light. You don't like it in the center because it's lighter. Is that what you're saying?
I I don't. It's not that I dislike it. I mean, it looks really different, and if it was hanging up, I don't know how I'd feel about it. It's hard to see the whole thing because I can't
Yeah.
really see the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just
I
washed it out today, so I haven't had time to really.
well,
Um,
I think it's gonna grow on you if you just washed it out. I think it's stunning. Like it's I love the circular pattern in between each diamond. There's absolutely like nothing about this that I don't love. Like I am you have really no idea. Like I'm almost like giggling. I'm so excited to try to make some of these. Like
they're fun. They're really really fun to do. I've just been that's all I've really been doing is just playing around with these things and trying to get you know
yeah.
get. I'm,
Yeah, like hone in on your experience. Like right, what I can see on the screen right now, it starts off with a diamond, and then the circle, and then like a flower inside that circle, and then another diamond, and it's so beautiful. And then up at the very top looks like a space invader alien. I love it. No, it's gorgeous. I'm super excited. Never tried one. I mean, after doing this tapestry today, I'm like, oh, I need something that's gonna make me happy. Like this, I think is gonna make
oh,
me happy.
these are so for that because
Okay.
it really doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, I will.
that's what
So I
right.
pre
Your right is where I've done the exact same for what I've been playing around with.
for sure.
So
Yeah, because I think like the sky could be the limit with dye plate. Muck dye, dye over ice, dye under ice. Do you hit only the corners or the top? Or I mean, like I think like you can just come up with just about anything in on these because it's a basic shibori triangle fold, and then yeah,
right,
how what colors do you use, and and all of that, which is going to be super duper exciting. So no, I'm super excited. And so yes, you guys, if you want to tie up with us, I just pre-washed my entire order, pre-washed it, put it in the dryer. I talk about this in the tutorial. That way I can put them up in a tote. They're not going to mold or mildew. And then the night before, the day of, I will put them in my soda ash bucket and let them start to soak. Amanda, I just want to real quick, like, why do you play in Russian roulette with your work? Amanda does not pre-wash her stuff, which, to each their own. And if it's working for you, Amanda, but I don't know. It's
Yes.
like to go through all of the work of doing and folding and dyeing and all of that to find out that not pre-washing could be causing saturation issues. Like that's something I don't even want to try. Like, good for you, Amanda, for being that trooper out there saying, I'm not going to follow the rules. I will not do what everybody else does. I will not pre wash my things. Kristen, you don't pre wash either? Really? Oh my gosh. Because some things
Not even
when they come in, they just feel like they're like stiff and coated in a layer of something.
you don't do t-shirts either, because I know they put sizing on your t-shirts, and that can mess with your saturation.
Yeah, and sizing, right? Sizing is what's supposed to make them not shrink or something. Is that what sizing is?
They put a chemical on there to help with the weaving process,
Hmm.
to make it like a tighter weave. Uh, I think that's what it was, because I looked it up. I looked up what sizing was, and this was when I was doing research. I hadn't started tie dyeing yet, because I did probably about 2 months of research before I even started tie dyeing.
Yeah.
And I even looked up what sizing was, and it was on Wikipedia, and I believe they said it helped with the weaving process to make a tighter weave. But I could be wrong. I
Well,
could be
no, I
wrong,
mean it,
but
it makes sense. I'm sure I did the same thing before I ever like made my first tie dye. I watched every Mr. Tie Dye, and I had he was just rambling for 3 hours at a time, and I'm not rambling, but you know what I mean? Like he was just talking his lingo and I'm watching and not understanding a single word he was saying. He could have been speaking another language because it meant nothing to me until I did my first dye. But he would talk about the pre-wash and the sizing and all of that. And then everybody that I've come like Stephen J, I'm just throwing that out there. He boils his shirts in like a
yeah,
pot before he does his work, so and his stuff is bright and vibrant. So I mean, there's a good chance we're all boiling and washing and doing things that aren't even necessary. And we're just all like repeating it and passing it down from one generation to the next without even knowing why we're doing it. I don't know. But I'm going to
yeah.
tell you what, you just saw me struggle for 2 hours trying to make this tapestry. You better believe I'm not gonna risk that and not pre-wash it first, because I would be so mad at myself if I had splotches because I didn't, pre-wash it. And Amanda, didn't you also say you don't pre-soak your stuff either? Like you just go for it. Like no pre-soak, no pre-wash.
Kristen says she leaves it. If you leave it in soda ash long enough, it usually takes care of any of that.
Oh,
She ran into sizing issues years ago, but that was on Bella Canvas shirts. But she hasn't really since then.
hey, that's fair. I
And
I could I could see
Amanda,
that. I could
Amanda,
definitely see where leaving it in the soda ash bucket could break that down, you know,
yeah,
to a certain
absolutely.
degree. I have not tried it though. I mean that would have to I would have to get another bucket and start running some side by side comparisons to see. I mean, to be honest, I think maybe like in the very very beginning, I didn't pre wash. Because like not understanding and not knowing any, but I was also dyeing polyester cotton blend shirts. Like I didn't know. Um Now when I get a box in from Jiffy, it's just so easy for me to like take 50 shirts or 25, whatever, throw them in, put some Carolon in there, wash them out a couple times, put them in the dryer, throw them in a bin, and then just drag them out one by one. I let my washing machine do most of my work for me. So, uh-oh, what is this? So we've got some spam. Amanda, can you report that? Yeah, that sucks. That you know what, you guys, that right there is telling us it's time to wrap it up. We've been invaded by an unwanted guest. I don't like that. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. You keep your eyes out and protect us. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in today. I greatly appreciate it. I know that I didn't give any notice. Um and sorry for for today. This was not my finest day at all, but hopefully it'll turn out
Did
pretty and we'll learn something, whether I did it right, whether I did it wrong, what we'll do next time, that type of a thing. So I certainly do enjoy hanging out with all of you. I appreciate talking with you guys on Facebook and all of that. It's a great community that we have. And Scott and Kelly for allowing us to hijack your phone for these hours, and Scott spending time on your special day to hang out and tie dye with us. So I
I
mean, it's
problem. I enjoy doing it. Absolutely.
We're old. We would have just been like watching TV if we weren't doing this.
no, I know. I mean, I know, I get it, but it really it warms my heart that everybody is here with
Well,
us and
we
hanging
watch.
tough.
I don't really watch a whole lot of TV.
I love to watch like murder. Like I'm sick. I love to watch like true crime, and I love to watch documentaries. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with documentaries. And if it's a true crime like murder documentary, oh, it's just fantastic TV.
that's, that's just a lady thing. I think that's all of us. I don't know.
You like the true crime too, Kelly?
Me,
I
my mom, my sister, everybody I know, like the ID channel is our
Oh
jam.
yes.
Yeah.
I love ID Network. Oh, I love that. And like 2020, Dateline, 48 Hours. I
Apps, that's one.
Snapped. Yeah, Snapped is a good one. I really though like the true crime ones where it's not the reenactment. Like Snapped is a lot of reenactment, so I kind of like, I want to see like the real thing going down. I'm twisted. What can I say? I don't know. I just it's fascinating. Like serial killer, like Jeffrey Dahmer, like to see his interviews and stuff. It's like what's going on in that person's brain. I'm so curious about it. So
Well, and now, like, there's been a couple of documentaries on Netflix a little more recently, and it's changing the way that they can make documentaries because now they can use people's social media and live video and, all these things to compile this story for you. Where, 20 years ago, you're just listening to somebody's interview. Now you're getting these people's actual thoughts. And I mean, it's just crazy how it's changed you know the the way these documentaries are put out. So
yeah, the one that as you're saying that, the one that's really sticking out in my mind was the Chris Watts and the
yes,
Shanann. Like
yes,
that was such a well made documentary. I mean, Netflix did a really great job on that. And what I mean this and it's tragic and it makes me sad, and I'm not like reveling in the story. I'm so fascinated to like look at this guy and think like, dude, what were you thinking? Or like the Scott Peterson case, and these big cases. I'm just intrigued by, like, are you stupid? Like, what, you really thought you were gonna get away with that? Like, you gotta be out of your mind. Um Yeah.
Like
So
it's not often you get to see the instant where somebody who murdered his whole family realizes he's going to get caught. And in that
yeah.
documentary, you see the second he knows he's busted.
Yeah, like
When
in the interrogation room. Yeah, like where he's just like, "Hey, can I talk to my dad?" It's like,
well,
"Yeah, you're
even
busted,
before,
dude."
when the police come to search his house or come to do a welfare check or something, and they show him video of his truck, his face, he turns white as a ghost, like his neighbors over there. Like that's the minute he knows, like
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm gonna get caught.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, his nervousness, and the neighbors like he's not acting right. Like the body
Yes.
cam footage of the officer. Yeah, no, that documentary that Netflix did really was very very intriguing, and it's such a horrible, terrible, sad story. But my interest is like in the human aspect of it. Like, dude, what? And I think that lady, that Nicole lady, I think she played a bigger role in that than I think she got away with not getting in trouble. I think they were in cahoots on that one. I think
I think she had. I think she played more into it than was portrayed in that documentary. But you can't make somebody else murder their entire family. You know what I
no.
mean?
No,
Had to come.
she was the catalyst for it, but it's like they didn't even I mean, so if you go back and watch the documentary, she was looking up things like how famous Amber Fry was from the Scott Peterson case, like before it happened. She was searching for wedding dresses. Like she was, I don't know. I just feel like they were up in bed, hanging out, talking. She was in his ear. You know what I mean? Like I don't think she wasn't there or anything like that, but like she got him going. I think she just needs to move away, change her name, and hide because I think she's just as guilty as he is. Oh, all right. So we're getting more of that sex spam stuff. Pretty has joined us. Hi, Pretty. Yeah. So thank you, you guys. Again, let's close this up. My beautiful dye is starting to drip down in here, so if I'm gonna make a twofer, I better get after it. And I don't want to keep you guys. I know Amanda, it's probably like 4 o'clock in the morning now. And I'm having a hard time adjusting to the spring forward. I don't know if any of you are like all messed up, but it's like I can't sleep proper. So thank you, Teresa.
35 there.
Hey, Lazon. Okay. Well, let's wrap it up, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so, so, so much. And then, well, next Tuesday, 3 o'clock, like we do, we're going to work on those Turkish towels. So just one more time, if you want to tie up with us, go ahead and try to place your order right away. They should come in like 3 or 4 days. And don't forget to try the coupon code, all capital letters, Belladonna on the Turkish dowry on Etsy. And there is a link in yesterday's tutorial, my unboxing. So it'll take you all where you need to go. All right, guys.
All right, bye everybody.
So
Bye, guys.
thank you so much. And again, happy birthday, Scott. Happy,
Thank
happy,
you so
happy
much.
birthday.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate
Good
it.
night, guys. We'll
Good
talk to
night.
you later. Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye.